that you can appropriately address the court when you are called upon. Let's see, it's my understanding that these cases have been on my calendar before. If you are a defendant in a case, let me first let you know that you have a right to remain. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do have public defenders that are on the line. If you wish to seek to qualify for a public defender, I will have them express how you can do that. If you do not qualify and you would like to speak with the solicitor as to resolving your matter, I'm happy to let you speak with a solicitor this morning. Let's see. Ms. Helen, good morning. Would you please advise how defendants can seek the assistance of the public defender if they choose to?
Good morning, Judge. If you are seeking services of the public defender's office this morning, include your name, your phone number, and your email in the chat, and we will call you back at the end of the call of the calendar, at the very end.
All right, thank you, Ms. Helen. Ms. Githia, good morning. Am I to expect a solicitor to be in the courtroom with me this morning?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, Ms. Reiser was supposed to be there. I will send her an email.
Okay, very good. I don't have it. I do have people in court with me, but I don't have a solicitor present, so I'll wait for her announcement.
Okay.
Okay, let's see who we have with us this morning. Position number 1, Khalid Abduli, represented by Bridget Bray. Given that there's an attorney, I'll hold for the announcement. Position 2, Emily Adams.
Morning, Judge. Matt Hirsch from Miss Adams.
Yes.
She's present.
Good morning.
Good morning. I've spoken very briefly by email with Ms. Gutierrez, and I think we just need a breakout room eventually when that's appropriate.
Okay, I'll be happy to place you into a breakout room to discuss the matter this morning.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Hirsch. Position 3, Hakeem Allah.
Good morning, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Allah is present here today with me in the office. This is going to be a plea, but we are just asking for a specially set plea date. We are still finalizing some of the conditions with the prosecutor, and he just wants a little bit of time to try to knock out some of those conditions as well. So we were hoping for a plea date sometime later in the year.
Okay. I don't have a plea date on. Do we have a?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that date.
Thank you.
Either November 1st or December 6th.
Either November 1st or December 6th. Do you have a preference?
We will take December 6th, Judge.
Okay. We'll reset you to December 6th. If you will have all the plea paperwork complete on or before December 6th, so that the court has it, I can get you in and out very quickly, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor, and may we be excused this morning.
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 4, Keyshawn Anderson. Keyshawn Anderson.
The state would request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Anderson does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 5, Tori Anderson. Tori Anderson. Mr. Anderson has been here before. It's my understanding that he did not wish to proceed with a public defender and wanted to hire his own counsel. Does not appear that Mr. Anderson is with us as of yet.
I'm here, Your Honor. I'm the victim in the case.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Mr. Anderson has not appeared this morning. If he does not appear by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be granted for his pickup, okay? So I'm happy to have you stay until the end of the calendar if you choose to, ma'am. Yeah, if you're speaking, you're on mute, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I said, will the victim advocate reach out if I've got to get back to work and everything?
Yes, that's fine, Ms. O'Neill. We'll have the victim advocate reach out to you, okay? Good morning,
Okay.
Ms. Reiser. Could you accommodate the court with that, please?
Yes, I can.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, Ms. O'Neill. Position.
Thanks, Your Honor, you too.
Thank you, ma'am. Position 6, DeAncis Bailey.
Good morning, Judge. I just want to give some information about Mr. Bailey's case. So you see that it has Mr. Trejo's name there. Mr. Bailey was represented by the Public Defender's Office, but the alleged accuser in his current case, this case that's on the calendar, our office is representing that individual. Her name is Amaya Williams in a Superior Court case. So I've already requested a conflict attorney for Mr. Bailey's case, this current case, Judge. And I'm just waiting for that conflict attorney to be assigned.
Okay. Is Mr. Bailey on the line with me this morning?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Bailey. Have we assigned a conflict attorney as of yet?
Yes.
Oh, Ms. McLeod, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am representing Mr. Bailey.
Okay, good. Yes, what are we doing with Mr. Bailey this morning?
Your Honor, I was just assigned to the case a few days ago, so I'm waiting on discovery in the case. I've had the opportunity to speak with my client. So as soon as I receive the discovery, I would say we should be available to go to trial on the next available trial calendar.
Okay, would you like me to place you on a trial calendar, or given that you are just appearing on his behalf, would you prefer to have some time to look over the matter and maybe go on the next status calendar?
We could do that, Your Honor, but it's a very old case, and I have spoken with previous counsel as well. I was able to speak to at least one attorney who represented him, and I've spoken to him also, Your Honor. So I have a pretty good idea of what is going on in the case, but I would like to see the state's formal discovery.
Okay, so Ms. McLeod, I can further notice you to a trial calendar if you prefer. I can further notice you to another status conference calendar. What is your preference?
My preference is a trial calendar, Your Honor, because my client does want to get this resolved.
Okay, so we'll further notice you to the next available trial calendar. It probably will not be until the first of the year.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And may I also just add that the initial discovery was filed March 15, 2019, and can be accessed through the e-file system, and the video has been requested.
Not for me. What happens if you come into the case after the initial discovery is filed, you cannot access anything except the actual notice, which says the discovery has been filed. You cannot access the documents.
Okay, I will reach out to Mr. Emden about that.
I appreciate that, but so all I could see is that something was filed, but not what was actually filed. If I had my entry before, then I would see everything. This is my case.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Let's see, Ms. McLeod, do you need Mr. Bailey, or can I release him?
He can be released, Your Honor, and this is the only case that I have on the court's calendar this morning.
Okay, very good. Have a good day, Mr. Bailey. You also, Ms. McLeod.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I need to get that.
If you're not currently speaking with the court, would you please mute yourself? Position number 7, Chloe Baker. Chloe Baker, represented by Joseph Kassab.
I have spoken to Mr. Kassab, and the diversion form was completed. I thought he was going to appear this morning.
Okay, I will hold for his announcement. We'll see if we can get in touch with him.
Okay.
Position number 8, Juan Bowens. My understanding that a conflict has been filed by Mr. Majeski. This case will be reset till the November 1st status calendar. Position 9, Charles Boyette.
Morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. I anticipate a plea. I don't know if Mr. Boyette is on. If he's not, Judge, I'll give him a call at the end of calendar call. But I do have the. I have the paperwork.
I'm here.
Oh, great. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Boyette, I'll ask you to check your the chat. But Judge, I anticipate that's going to be a plea.
Okay. Yes, good morning, Mr. Dodd, and you also, Mr. Boyette. I will give you all the opportunity to talk and get your paperwork together.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 10, Anthony Carter.
Yes, Judge, that's my case. Mr. Carter is on Zoom, and that is an anticipated plea. Ms. Githia did just send over DocuSign documents, so I'll need a moment to sign them up, but then we'll be ready to proceed.
Thank you, Ms. Rosenauer. And let's see, Mr. Carter, are you with us? Oh, yeah, there you go. Good morning, Mr. Carter. I see you. Position 11, Stephen Chen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Steve Weiner here on Mr. Chen's behalf. We also anticipate a plea, and he's trying to finish all the requirements. So if the court could put this on that December plea date, that would be great.
Okay. Further notice it to December 6th, final plea. And again, if you'll have the paperwork ready, we'll get you in and out as quickly as possible.
Thank you, Judge. There was one other case of ours, Arthur Heller, and the state filed a null pros, and I don't know if it's still on the calendar or not. I think we were waiting for a signature.
Howard.
Heller.
Heller, okay.
Arnold Heller.
Yes, I do have that. I have the null process in front of me. Today is the 4th. And that null process has been signed, and we'll get it entered.
Great. Thank you, Judge. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
Have a good day. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Position number 12, Kevin Daniel. Kevin Daniel.
The state will request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Daniel does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 13, Teresa Davis.
Yes, Judge, that's my case, and Ms. Davis is present in the courtroom. It's my understanding, Judge, that that's not going to be a plea today. If we could either get a final plea date to continue working on it or set it for a jury trial.
Okay. Do you have everything that you need in the case, Ms. Rosenhoover?
Yes, I believe I got videos from Ms. Githia. So I think that unless there's anything that we don't have, the state would know that, Judge. I think we have everything.
Okay. As such, I'm going to further notice it to the next available trial calendar, which will be sometime first of the year.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay. And can Ms. Davis be, do you need to speak with Ms. Davis?
I've got good contact info for her, Judge. Thank
Okay.
you.
Very good. You have a good day, Ms. Davis.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, Judge. This is Sheena. I'm the advocate. I'm the victim on the Kevin Daniels case. I'm sorry. I'm at work right now.
Okay, you're fine.
Can the advocate, can they reach out to me concerning, I know she said issue a bench warrant.
Yes, he has not appeared this morning. If he does not appear by the end of the calendar, we will issue a bench warrant for his arrest. And Ms. Rogers or Ms. Githier, if you can make sure that the victim advocate keeps Ms. Sheena informed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm sorry, Judge. Can I say something? My name is Marcus Kendall.
And are you on this Kevin Daniel case also, Mr. Kendall?
No, I'm from Cornell Hobson case.
Okay, hold on for me. So let me finish with this case first.
Okay.
Ms. Sheena, if nothing further, you have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Kendall, I've not reached Mr. Hobson's case yet, so if you will just hold on for me, and once I call his name, let me know that you're with me, okay?
Okay, then. Thanks.
You're welcome. Position 14, Carlos Fondur, Fondeur.
I'm present.
Yes, good morning.
Because this is Sandy Wiley. I had been representing Mr. Fondur and had not had any contact with him, so pleasantly surprised that he is on the Zoom.
Okay, so you want to withdraw your withdrawal?
Well, Judge, I would need to speak with Mr. Fondur to know.
Okay.
So that at this point.
Do you have his contact information with you?
I do not have current contact information and would need that, Judge.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Fondur, your attorney is in court with me this morning. If you will put your phone number in the chat for me, I will give it to Attorney Wallach, and he's going to call you this morning in regards to this matter, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and put that in the chat for me.
Judge, I also have an appearance to make at 9:30 in front of Judge Barwick on an immunity hearing.
Okay.
So I can try to reach Mr. Ponder at some point.
Okay, I'll just hold for your announcement.
Report back.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let me get you his phone number first, and then you can go handle your other business. Okay.
It's in the chat already.
Okay. Can we get that and get it to council, please? So, Mr. Fonder, if you will hold on for me this morning until your counsel contacts you and he returns to court and announces, gives his announcement, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I said, Judge, I'll come back as soon as I can, but it may be a while.
Position 15, Raymond Green. Or Raymond Green.
Remind. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Green.
Good morning.
Let's see, is Brandon Rosenblum with us?
I have been talking to him, so I was expecting him to appear, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Green, I'm going to give your counsel the opportunity to appear this morning. So if you will just hold on for us, okay? So I'll hold for Mr. Rosenblum's announcement. Position 16, Keith Hambrick.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case through the Public Defender's Office. I believe that's going to be a transfer. I just want to check to see if Mr. Hambrick is present on the Zoom call or present in court.
Keith Hambrick with us? Okay, he just walked into the court.
Judge, I apologize for interrupting you. It's a transfer. I haven't had any contact with Mr. Hambrick. If he could provide his direct contact information in the chat, I'm just going to announce pretrial and speak to him.
Okay.
Thank you, Attorney.
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Githier, is this going to be a transfer?
Well, he was a transfer from the
No,
division.
no,
I thought you, I'm sorry, Miss Helen, I misunderstood you. He was a transfer from, I don't understand,
He was
Transfer
transferred
from
from the trial division, Judge.
oh, okay.
And this is the first
okay.
time on the calendar. That's why Ms. Helen probably doesn't have haven't spoken with him yet.
Okay, I understand. So Mr. Hamburg, if you will just sit tight, Ms. Helen will give you a call.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 17, David Harris.
Judge, that's my case. It's my understanding that the state has requested additional discovery, videos in particular that we're still waiting on. If we could just get a final plea date to try to get all that discovery together and keep working on the case.
Okay, is Mr. Harris with us this morning?
I didn't even check the Zoom. I know I gave him the Zoom link and I was able to speak with him. Mr. Harris, are you present over Zoom?
He's muted. He's iPhone. I think he's trying to talk.
He's waving his hand, Judge.
Okay, I see him. Let's see. We'll reset you for a final plea date on November 1st. Is that enough time?
I believe so, Judge. Ms. Githier, do you have any updates about the status of those videos?
I don't have an update. Hopefully we have them before then and I can get them to you.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to give you another month. I'll reset you for final plea date on December 6th.
Thank you.
Let's see, Mr. Harris, you're free to go this morning unless Ms. Rosenhuber needs to speak with you. No?
I'm good.
You're free to go this morning, Mr. Harris. We'll see you back in December. Position 18, Arnold Heller was a null plus. Positions 19 and 20, Dedrick Holmes, a conflict letter again was filed by Mr. Majeski. This case will be reset for the November 1st status conference calendar. Position 21, Parnell Hobson.
That's me, Mr. Marcus Kendo.
Judge, the calendar shows that it's Frank Gaither's case. That is incorrect. This is the first time on an Orca calendar. It looked like it was in some kind of a diversion back in 2019. And Ray Williams, who used to be in our office, had filed an entry back in 2019. But so technically it is our case. It's not Frank's. I just don't know. We've not had any contact with the client. I don't know if he's on Zoom or in person. Just, you know, that's where we're at.
Okay, let's see. Is Mr. Hobson, Carnell Hobson, with us this morning?
No, Cornell Hobson's in the hospital. He's in Georgia Regional Hospital. He had mental problems. So he's in Georgia Regional Hospital. I'm his uncle. So I'm calling to represent him to let y'all know where he's at.
Okay, thank you for being here this morning, Mr. Kendall. Let's see. Mr. Haddad, do you have updated contact information for Mr. Hobson, or is that something?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any. This is the first I don't know anything about him. So I'll if the gentleman on the phone on Zoom, if he can provide me with his cell phone number in the chat, if at all possible, I will, after we're done today, I'll give him a call and get some information, find out what Mr. Hobson's situation is. At the very least, Judge, I would ask to reset this case to the November 1st status. I can at least provide the court at that point where we're at. Whether his current situation may affect this case or not, I do not know.
Okay, so we'll reset the case for November 1st status, and if you'll get the information, if you'll speak with Mr. Kendall this morning to get whatever information that you need from him, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. So, Mr. Kendall, if you'll go ahead and put your information into the chat, so Mr. Haddad can give you a call after the call.
Where would I place that in the chat at? Because I don't see it.
There should be a little thing on the bottom. I'm not sure if you put the device you're on, but it's just to say chat with a little box above it.
Okay, I see chat. Okay.
Okay. And Ms. Bolton is going to send you a direct message so that you can respond to her, and she'll get the number to Mr. Haddad. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Kendall. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Position 22, Christopher House.
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Goodman here for Mr. House. Judge, I'm in Douglas County on another calendar and I have Judge Fortner waiting for me. Could you hold for my report?
Of course, Mr. Goodman. So, and is Mr. House going to be with us, or is he with us this morning?
Your Honor, he's at work. He has the Zoom link and can log in. I've spoken with him this morning. Would you like him to do so?
Yes, I would. So if you, I'll hold for your announcement, Mr. Goodman, if you just want to get in touch with him. I just want to know where we are with the matter and what we can do to move it forward.
Thank you, Judge. And I mean, I would like a pretrial with the state.
Okay.
And I will be back as soon as I'm done with Judge Fortner, and I'll also let my client know to log in.
Okay. And whose case is this?
That is mine, Your Honor.
Okay. So when you come back, Mr. Goodman, I'll let you speak with Ms. Githia.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 23, Lamar Jackson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Jackson. Do you have counsel representing you?
I do, Mr. Durante Partridge. He did state that he filed for a letter of conflict, so I'm not sure if he's on this morning or not.
Can we check and see if we have a notice of appearance of counsel and or a conflict letter?
For position 23.
Yes, 23.
I don't recall seeing one.
I don't see one in them.
Okay.
That is correct. I don't see one either.
All right. We don't have either a notice of appearance of counsel on your behalf, Mr. Jackson, or a conflict letter from Mr. Partridge. Have you? When did you last speak with him?
I spoke with him yesterday.
Okay. And have you paid him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you can give him a call for the court and let him know that that the court is holding for his announcement, given that he has not entered a notice of appearance or conflict letter, I expect him to be here this morning.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so I'll hold for his announcement, Mr. Jackson. But I do know that you're here, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 24, Erica LaForest.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Coons for Ms. LaForest. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine, Mr. Coons. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I would like to sound for Ms. LaForest. I have received communication from her as recently as this weekend. She was the one who last status calendar, I announced that her mother had passed and she went up to New York, which is the only place where she had family. And the message said that she had to go into a shelter because apparently one member of that family had assaulted her. I've been trying to reach her since this weekend. It was just a voicemail that I received. So other than that information, Judge, and asking the court not to take a bench warrant today, but to give us maybe until that November 1st status for me to find her, I do expect it to ultimately be a plea. And the state has given us a couple of options depending on whether she can do DUI court or not.
Okay. Is Ms. LaForest on the line with us?
Okay, I do see her, Judge.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Ms. LaForest. Okay, so counsel, would you like to speak with her this morning before we proceed?
Judge, I know she's up in New York, and the big question I'm going to have for her is whether she can do DUI court or not. Obviously, she'd have to come back down to Georgia and live here to do that, or we would need time for her to do the jail sentence that has been proposed by the state without DUI court. So what I would ask, Judge, just if it's possible to either put it on for a plea date or a further status, and let me see if I can get her down here from New York and get it resolved one way or the other.
Okay, I think what I'd like to do this morning, Mr. Kuntz, is I can place you into a breakout room with Ms. LaForest so that you can discuss all these matters with her since she's on today. And apparently, according, she's made efforts to be on, so we'd at least like for you to speak with her this morning. And I'm happy to reschedule, reset if that's something that you desire, but I'd also like for you to speak with her this morning if you can.
Yes, Your Honor, if I could get a breakout room with her, or actually, if she's got my number, Judge, could I log off the call and do it that way and just have her call me and I can get back on and we can report further?
Whichever way you'd like. Do you have any other cases on my calendar this morning?
I don't, Your Honor.
Okay, so I can either place you into a breakout room or you can, do you have her number?
Well, I've got a couple of numbers, Judge. I know she's got, Ms. LaForest, do you still have my phone number?
Yes, I do. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Okay. Erica, if you could just give me a call in a minute, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
And then would the court like me to log back on then and make a further announcement, Judge?
Yes, please. I'll hold for your announcement, Mr. Coons.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Would you like me to come as well?
Erica, I think you can log off and just give me a call and then we'll get back on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Position 25, Brianna Lewis.
I'm here.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you representing counsel?
No, just me.
Would you like to see if you qualify for the public defender this morning?
And Your Honor, our office has been communicating with Ms. Lewis. This may possibly be going into diversion. We were just waiting on additional information from the company.
Okay. So can we reset Ms. Lewis until November 1st to see if she qualifies for diversion?
Yes.
Okay. And you have been in touch with her, I take it, Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor. I sent you an email yesterday or 2 days ago, Ms. Lewis, and you had previously been in contact with Mr. Stevens.
Yeah, I just emailed you back. I just seen it, honestly.
Okay.
And I didn't finish the whole 50 hours of my community service. I only did about like 30.
Okay.
Because I do have like 2 jobs and 2 kids, so I'm only available to do my community service like on the weekends. But I also was waiting to hear back from the diversion program on the waiver that Mr. Stevens put out for me.
And we can discuss a little bit further. Yes.
So, Ms. Lewis, I'm going to reset your case until November 1st on the status calendar so that you can either be in diversion or completed, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You'll get notice. If nothing further, you have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Position 26, Jacobin Maddox. Mr. Maddox with us, Jakobin Maddox.
State would request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Maddox does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 27, Jeffrey Malone.
Judge, that's my case. Is Mr. Malone present over Zoom? Yes, he is.
Yes, I am here.
Judge, that is not going to be a plea today. We would ask for a final plea date prior to just announcing to put it on a jury trial calendar, just to continue to try to work on it.
Okay, do you have everything you need in the case, Ms. Rosenhover?
I do, Judge.
Okay, and what's the holdup?
Transparently, Judge, Mr. Malone has advised he would like to try to hire a private attorney. I'd like to give him that opportunity before we show up on a jury trial calendar.
Okay.
But Judge, I understand if the court just wants to set it.
Okay, now if he wants that opportunity, I'll put it on the final plea calendar. That will be on November 1st.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to continue it, Mr. Malone, for final plea calendar. If you do want to hire someone or get counsel other than Ms. Rosenhoover, you will have to get it done by November 1st. If you don't get it done by that time, then I'm going to place this case on the next trial calendar, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I'll see you back in November, Mr. Malone. You have a good day.
You as well. Thank you, sir.
Position 28, Larry Miller.
Judge, this is also my case. Is Mr. Miller present over Zoom or in person? Judge, I've attempted to reach out to Mr. Miller a number of times and I haven't been able to. I was hopeful he's on Zoom. He's on Zoom? Okay, great. Judge, if we could hold.
My phone is broken right now.
Okay. Do you have another number I can contact you with while we're in court today?
Yes, 470.
Okay, do you want to put it in the chat so?
Okay.
Okay, Judge, if we could hold on that, I'll report back.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement.
Thank you. And thanks, Jordan.
Position 29, a conflict letter has been filed on Silka Monroe. This will be placed on the December 6th status calendar. Position 30, Kayla Murray.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. Miss Murray is present here on the Zoom call, Judge. That's going to be a compliance check. So we have signed a diversion form. She has been accepted. She's just been required 8 hours through the Civics Academy program. So Judge, I just asked, can we have one more court date for Miss Murray because she is a full-time student. She is working full-time. And I just want to give her another opportunity to finish those 8 hours. And I think it has to be done through the Civics Academy, as well as a $250 fee to be paid, Judge.
Okay, is Ms. Murray on the line with us?
Right on the Zoom.
I'm here, and I was wondering, could I also get an excuse for school because I'm missing class right now?
Okay, I'll let you speak with Ms. Helen about that. Ms. Murray, can you complete what you need to do by November 1st, ma'am?
By November 1st? Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'll reset you for November 1st, put you on a status calendar so that you can complete what you need to do, okay?
Thank you.
Would you ask counsel to update her address information?
Did you hear that, Ms. Helen?
No, I didn't, Judge.
You've been asked to update Ms. Murray's address information.
Okay,
So-
Miss, I have her contact information. I can update that with the court.
Okay, if you will do that and also facilitate Ms. Murray getting the note for school that she needs, please.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Murray, we'll see you back on November 1st, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Position 31, Marquise Neal.
Good morning, Your Honor. Travis Sal for Mr. Neal. He's present and we have a negotiated plea signed up and ready to go for your consideration.
Okay, very good. And I do have your plea paperwork, so we'll take that once the calendar is completed, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Position 32, Houston Newsom.
Good morning, Judge. That's my case. I believe Mr. Newsom is present in court, Judge, because that is going to be a plea today.
Okay, yes, he is here. Have you completed the paperwork, Ms. Helen?
No, Judge, I believe I'm just waiting for the DocuSign.
Okay,
Judge, I'll send that over right now.
okay, thank you. So if you'll just hold on for us, Mr. Newsom, we'll be with you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 33, Jacqueline Pillow.
Judge, that case is in diversion currently. And I think we just need to reset for compliance.
Judge, if we can, is there a calendar in December, Judge? Is there a status?
December 6th.
That'd be great if
I can put that on a final plea on December 6th if you like.
that'll be fine, Judge.
Okay. Is this Pillow with us?
She is,
Yes.
Judge. And can she be excused, Judge?
Yes, you have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good one.
It's my understanding that position 34 has or will be null crossed. Oh, that was null crossed. Korbanderwala. No trust was cited in that matter.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Am I free to be excused? This is Marquise Neal speaking. You just spoke with my attorney, Travis Toe.
No, Mr. Neal, you're going to be taking a plea this morning, so you're gonna have to stick with me until the end of the calendar, at which time I'll take your case up, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 35, Bridget Rader.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Rader. You're represented by Mr. Midnick.
That's correct, sir.
Judge, I've had contact with Mr. Mitnick. This is going to be a negotiated plea from my understanding.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting to my mute button. This is Chris Howard. I'm Jared Mitnick's partner, standing in for him today. We've got the plea paperwork, I believe, was already completed and sent over. So we're prepared and ready to go for it on that.
Okay, very good. So Ms. Rader, if you will just stand by for me, I will be with you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 36, Philip Ray.
Judge, that's my case, and Mr. Ray is on Zoom. At least I see his name. We just received the body worn camera footage of this case this past Sunday. And we'd asked the court for a little bit more time to decide whether or not there are motions that need to be filed. If the court wants to put it on a motions calendar, that's fine. And if instead it's a plea, that's fine too.
We have a December 13th motions calendar. Would you like to go on that calendar?
That'd be great, Judge.
Okay. And let's see, do you need anything further, Mr. Ray?
I have good contact information for him.
Okay, are you with me, Mr. Ray?
I see his name, Judge.
Philip Ray?
Mr. Ray, maybe he didn't connect to audio. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, yes, I do see his name there. So if you can hear me, Mr. Ray, you're free to go.
I'll contact him, Judge.
Okay.
Let him know.
Thank you. Position 37, Marcia Rodriguez.
Your Honor, that's my case. I think she's on. And I do see an interpreter. I don't know if we can.
Garcia Rodriguez.
Hola. Buenos días.
Good morning.
Judge, if we can go to a breakout room, like now, if at all possible, I just want to get an update from her as far as she's supposed to take classes in anticipation for diversion. I just want to find out the status of where she's at so I can let the state know.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Dodd, do you have any other cases on the calendar?
I have that one. I have that one plea position, number 9, that the plea paperwork is ready. So I can go in breakout room and come back, or wait until after the call.
No, you're fine to go now. Just wanted to make sure you don't have anything that's that I haven't gotten to yet.
No, Judge.
Okay, so let's place Ms. Chancey. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Place Ms. Chancey.
I'm just gonna tell Ms. Rodriguez that we're gonna be moved, so she will click on the icon. Señora, nos van a transferir a una habitación virtual para que usted pueda hablar con su abogado. Por favor, haga clic en el botoncito azul cuando aparezca. Todavía no está. Un momento, ¿ok? Pero esté atenta. Gracias. Thank you.
Okay. So if we can go
Ahora, ya lo debe haber recibido. ¿Lo tiene ahí? Dice join.
Okay. Position 38, Khadijah Saeed. Represented by Eric Johnson.
Honor, one moment, please.
Okay.
There is a conflict letter that was filed yesterday. We found one yesterday, Your Honor.
Okay, we will reset, Ms. Saeed for November 1st. Status, calendar.
Your Honor, I have a question. I'm,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
I'm the victim in that case. Is there anybody other than the advocate, like a lawyer or something that would talk to me, to consider the, statement that was put in for a petition for a temporary order for protection? My full statement for what occurred and what happened prior is in that. And I wanted to know if it would also be considered or if I would speak to somebody.
Let's see, is this your case, Ms. Reiser? Would you speak with Ms. Johnson regarding her request? Okay, so would you like to call her at a later time, or do you want to speak with her this morning?
I can call her at a later time in
Okay.
between calendars today.
Okay, so I have Ms. Johnson, Ms. Jordan Reiser, who is a solicitor. So if you'll put your number in the chat for me, she will call.
Okay.
She will call you after court today. Okay.
Okay, what's her name again? I'm sorry.
Jordan Reiser.
Okay. Thank you. I'll put that in.
Okay, and once you do that, you're free to go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Position 39, Darian Sanders. Darian Sanders.
Hey, Judge, so I'm.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Sanders. Let's see, do you have an attorney representing you?
No, sir, not at the moment. I reached out to attorney this morning. They're supposed to call back around lunchtime today.
Okay, you've been on, let's see, would you like to see if you qualify for a public defender today?
Yes, sir. I would like to retry. When this first opened about a couple of years ago, I tried to apply for a public defender. They denied me, so I was told to hire an attorney. Over the time, I'm just now speaking to an attorney about this. I got a notification a couple of days about the court hearing, and I currently live in Florida, so I started reaching out to the attorney.
Let me see if your situation has changed, Mr. Sanders, and I'll have you apply for a public defender today. If you do not qualify today, I will give you the opportunity to hire an attorney. But given that this has been on for a while and you have not hired an attorney, if I reset you and you come back and you still have not, I'm going to have to move the case forward. Okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
You will. I'll give you the opportunity to speak with the public defender. So if you can put your contact information in the chat, someone will get with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We'll be with you. Position 40, Lakia Shropshire. Ms. Shropshire on the line with us.
They would ask for a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Ms. Shropshire does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 41, Christopher Small.
Judge, that's my case. Is Mr. Small on Zoom?
I'm present.
Great, Judge. I anticipate that'll be a plea this morning. Ms. Reiser, are the documents I sent you acceptable?
Let me take a look at them.
Okay, Judge, we had to do it. We couldn't figure out DocuSign between Ms. Reiser and I yesterday, so we did it on a paper format. I can send that to the litigation managers after Ms. Reiser looks at it, but
Okay.
we'll get it worked out.
Okay, Mr. Small, if you would just hold on for the court this morning, we'll be with you, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Position 42, Lance Smith. The conflict was filed by Mr. Cohn.
Good morning, Judge. I'm on this case, if you can hear me.
Oh, yes. Good morning.
Terrific. Hi, we would like a motion hearing date in this case. I think you set one for December the 13th. And
okay, so December 13th.
And Judge, will you be the one hearing this case?
Yes, I will be.
Terrific. And where should we see you, in which courtroom?
We're in G33, so motions are always in person. Have you filed the motions as of yet?
About 3 years ago, yes.
Okay. So I'll take a look at them. We'll see you on December 13th on that calendar.
Terrific. And we guys send notice, or should we just appear at 9 a.m.?
You will be sent notice.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Take care.
You the same. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm listening to them.
Position 43, Donald Somerville.
Judge, that is also my case. Is Mr. Somerville over Zoom? I'm looking for him, Judge. Judge, if I could have a chance to reach out to him, I anticipated that we might be able to work out a plea today, so.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms.
Thank
Rosenbaum. Position 44, Kiana Stallings.
State would request a bench warrant.
Is Ms. Stallings on the line with me? Bench warrant will be granted if she does not appear by the end of the calendar. Let's see, position number 45 has already been reset. Jermaine Stevens. That's reset for status calendar on December 6th. Position 46, Taylor Summer.
Judge, that's my case. I apologize. I was muted. I have spoken with Ms. Summer. Judge, we are still waiting for CCTV footage, if it is present, from MARTA, as well as body worn camera footage from APD for this case, but we are going to request that it be put on for a jury trial calendar, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Summer, she's in the courtroom with me. Good morning, ma'am. We will further notice this case to the next available jury trial calendar, which won't be until sometime first of the year, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I apologize interrupting you, Judge. I just want to make sure Ms. Summers' contact information is updated so that when she does get that notice for the jury trial calendar, it'll come right to her.
Okay, let's see. I don't mind. She's here with us today, so presumably she did receive proper notice. But I'm happy to see if we have a correct contact information. Ms. Howard.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so Ms. Summer, if you wouldn't mind providing us with your contact information to make so that we can make sure that we have it updated. Okay. Okay, and then once you do that, you're free to go, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Position 47, Jasmine Thompson. Jasmine Thompson.
State would request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Ms. Thompson does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 48, Samantha Tershawn.
Judge, this is Mr. Gaither's case. He did ask me to cover this morning. He did have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Torchon, and I believe that he's still waiting on some additional discovery, body worn camera footage. He's requesting that this case be moved to a final plea calendar.
Okay. Final plea calendar on November 1st.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Tershawn with us?
Hi, thank you.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Tershawn. We'll see you back on November 1st, okay?
All right, I appreciate it. Have a good one, Judge.
You too, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Position 49, Devin White.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. We have received a plea offer on that case. The client does want to accept that. We are asking if it can be placed on a later calendar, the final plea calendar, November 1st. He was not able to get off from work today, and I don't want him to get in trouble with his employer. We'll be signed up and ready to go at that next calendar.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Hoffman. Let's see. I'll place you on the final plea calendar on November 1st. If you have the paperwork complete before that date, then you and your client can appear by Zoom. If the paperwork has not been complete by November 1st, then you're going to have to come down to the court with me, okay?
All right, we'll have it ready and to you before then, Judge.
Okay, very good. So we'll see you back on November 1st.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Please, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Position 50, Deborah Wilson.
Good morning, Judge. Roger, to Mr. Wilson, I apologize for not having my jacket. I rushed out this morning.
No problem.
Mr. Wilson is on virtual Zoom.
Okay,
It's a pre-trial diversion case where he has completed the requirements. We just need him to sign the form and pay the money.
okay.
So if you want to inquire when he can do that, that should resolve this case, Judge.
Mr. Wilson, are you with me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Can you activate your camera? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
So it's my understanding that you need to sign a form and pay some money, Mr. Wilson. How much is it? $250? When can you get that paid by?
I'm really I'm having a hardship right now, Your Honor. I completed the class, the online course. I completed that 8-hour class. I have the certificate. As of right now, my funds are a
Okay,
little funny.
you're fine, Mr. Wilson. I'm willing to
All right.
work with you, okay? So you know,
All right.
I understand that people are having a difficult time these days. You just tell me, when can you get the money paid by, do you think?
Can I have a month, Your Honor?
Oh, yes. Why don't I do this? I'm gonna give you until December 6th, okay?
Thank you.
So that'll give you a little bit of time to get that paid. So if you go ahead and get it paid and you get that form signed and back to us, if we get confirmation of that before December 6th, you all don't have to come back. But if you don't, you're gonna have to come back and let me know why, okay?
Yeah, Mr. Wilson previously signed the form, but he sent in a screenshot on an iPhone, which evidently we can't actually open. When I forward it to the solicitor's office, they can't open it. So I don't know if he's aware, he needs to re-sign that form and pay that money, and that should resolve it.
Okay. I don't know if you heard that, Mr. Wilson, but you're gonna need to re-sign that form and get us a copy that's not a screenshot. You should be able to, if not mail it to your attorney, get it to your attorney in some way so that we have an original of that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was that date, Judge?
It's December 6th, the final plea calendar.
Yeah, that's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Wilson, hopefully we won't see you back on December 6th. Hopefully you'll get that in to us. But you have a good day yourself, okay?
All right. You as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me start with who in my courtroom. Is there anyone in the courtroom that came in late or that did not hear their name?
Do you have Christopher House?
Okay. Okay, let me do one thing at a time here. Mr. Anderson? This Mr. Anderson? Yes, good morning, Mr. Anderson. Do you have private counsel representing you in this matter? Okay, okay, I'll hold for their announcement. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. What's your name?
Judge, this was Miss Helen's client. I did send her his contact information. I believe her announcement was to hold so she could speak with him.
That's correct, Judge. I'll be speaking with him, and there's another individual waiting to be qualified by the Public Defender's Office.
Okay, so we'll be with you, Mr. Hamlet. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, sir.
The add-on calendar, I was just given Emily Adams. Emily Adams.
She is on Zoom, I do believe. She's also position number 2, Your Honor.
Judge, that's the one that you're gonna put me in a breakout room.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll be with her.
And can we, Mr. Hirsch and I be placed in the breakout room?
Yes, let me finish up with my announcements, Ms. Githia. So I've covered everyone that's in the courtroom. Is there anyone that's on the Zoom call that either came in late or that did not hear their name?
Morning, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Majeski, I had conflict letters on your cases. Do you want to, and as such, I reset them?
Oh, that's great, Judge. That's what I was gonna ask for. I got a plan on both of them. I was gonna ask for a reset on both of them.
Okay, so I've already reset those cases. Let me see if I can tell you when I reset them until. Hey, what, tell me what your client's name is again.
It was Jawan Bowens and Federico Holmes.
Okay. Mr. Holmes, they were both reset until November 1st status conference calendar.
Okay, thank you very much, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back then.
Yeah, can we refuse? Okay, thank you. Have a good week, everybody.
Okay, you too. And let's see, Mr. Rosenberg.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Ramon Green. That case has been negotiated. We just need to put it down for a final plea date.
Okay, final plea date will be November 1st.
All right.
And if you get the paperwork into the court prior to November 1st, you and your client can be over Zoom. If you don't get it in before that date, you'll have to come down to the court with us, okay?
Appreciate it, Your Honor. Ms. Gafet, if you would go get that paperwork to me, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, have a great day.
All right, you do the same.
Bye.
Okay, so anyone else that came in late or that did not hear their name?
Yes, Judge. Good morning. Durante Partridge on behalf of Mr. Lamar Jackson. Mr. Jackson appeared, Judge. I have a trial conflict before Judge Glanville that I checked my e-file and my e-file was rejected. So I do apologize that the court did not receive it. But nonetheless, Your Honor, we're asking for a reset so that I may pre-try this case. This was a bond over case that I was unable to appear for before for the same conflict. So just asking for a reset date, Judge, to get this thing worked out.
Okay, does a final plea date of November 1st work for you?
November 1st, Judge, most likely I'll still be in the trial, but I will work on this one to get it to a resolution, Your Honor. And, you know, if I'm not able to appear, I will definitely let the court know in advance.
Okay, we have two final plea dates. One is November 1st, one is December 6th. Do you have a preference?
To be honest, Judge, I'm not sure how this trial schedule will continue to go. I do anticipate I'll be in trial both dates, so we can opt for the November case to hopefully resolve this and get this off of Mr. Jackson, Judge.
Okay, so I'll place you on the final plea date of November 1st. If you can get that paperwork, if it is a plea, if you can get that paperwork through the court, we can get you in and out very quickly, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll work with the state to do so. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and let's see, if Mr. Jackson is still on the line with us, he's free to go as well.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great one.
Thank you.
Judge, I have one additional announcement when the court is ready.
Okay, let me get people placed in breakout rooms before I start my announcements. I believe Ms. Githier and Mr. Hirsch need to be placed into a breakout room. And Ms. Reiser, if you will start getting whichever pleas that you have ready for the court, if you do have some, so that we can just go ahead and take those while Ms. Githier is in the breakout room. Yep. So can we place Mr. Hirsch? Okay, there we go, and Ms. Githier. And Mr. Haddad, you had an announcement?
Yes, Judge, I was just trying to get the interpreter out of here. You're on position number 37. My client, I did confirm my client is taking the classes. She's taken 5. There's 19 more. And it's once a week. So that puts us in January. I don't know if there's calendars that far in advance. If the court wishes to set it on another status in December to see how it's going, that's fine. I will just take the court's lead on that. Part of the issue initially, just so the court knows, we had a difficulty finding a Spanish classes since my client is only speaks Spanish. So that was part of the delay. But in any event, she's enrolled and she's doing well.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Ms. Rodriguez had difficulties coming back to the room, and I don't know if she's in the platform.
And Judge, that's, I forgot to mention that, she was having problems getting back on Zoom.
Here she is. She's with us.
Oh, great.
Okay, I just want to briefly explain what her attorney said. Señora Rodríguez, su abogado ya ha explicado al señor juez que usted le va a llevar hasta enero terminar sus clases y por eso ahora el juez va a decidir.
Okay.
All right. So I'll place her case on the December 6th status conference calendar, so that we don't have calendars that go into the first of the year as of yet, is my understanding. So we'll monitor it on December 6th, okay?
Le voy a dar una nueva cita para el 6 de diciembre, ya que no tenemos los calendarios listos para el año que viene.
Okay.
All right. Anything further of Ms. Ramos this morning that you need, Mr. Haddad?
¿Algo más?
We're good.
No.
Okay, so if you'll just let her know she's free to go, we'll see her back on December 6th.
Sí, muy bien, puede retirarse, señora, debe regresar el 6 de diciembre.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, and as always, Ms. Chansey, thank you for your help this morning.
You're welcome, sir. My pleasure. Have a good day.
You do the same.
Goodbye, Mr. Hedda.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor. This is Ramon Green. I was wanting to know if I was able to go because my attorney filed for a plea arrangement.
Yes, Mr. Green, you're free to go. We'll see you back on November 1st.
Okay, thank you. You have a good day.
You do the same. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, may I make a further announcement on Erica LaForest?
Yes.
Judge, I did speak at length with Ms. LaForest, and my understanding is she will not be able to come down here to take advantage of DUI court in Georgia. Therefore, there's going to be a little bit of a jail sentence. She's doing counseling, and I'm hoping to show that to the state. But essentially, I'm just asking for as much time as the court can give me for her to complete that counseling and to prepare herself for the possible or very likely jail sentence on the plea.
How long is she going to need to complete the counseling?
I think she said about a month, Judge.
Okay, so that's fine. Why don't I reset her until the final plea calendar on December 6th? Will that give her enough time to get her affairs in order?
Thank you, Judge. It should. I appreciate that.
Okay. So we'll reset for final plea, position number 24 for December 6th. And if she gets everything in order, she'll just make sure we have the paperwork and we can move it forward at that time, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes. Have a good day. You also, Ms. LaForest.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
And Your Honor, I have been able to finish up my business in Douglas County, so I'm ready to speak with the state when they are ready to talk to me.
Okay, and
in addition, Your Honor, my client did log into the platform, so he is on here now.
Okay, so that's Mr. Christopher House.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so is this Ms. Githier's case?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Githier is already in a breakout room, Attorney Goodman. So if you'll just hold on for us, I'll place you into a breakout room with her as soon as she comes back. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And let's see. So I will wait for announcements from the public defenders. So if you're on the line and you're waiting to hear from the public defender, just be patient with the court. We'll be with everyone today, whether you're in the courtroom or you're on the Zoom call with me. Let's see if we can get some of these pleas taken.
Judge,
excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
I was still on here waiting for Ms. Riser. I didn't know if I need to leave or not.
He's waiting on me, Judge. You're waiting on to speak to Miss Rosen.
I mean, Rosenhoover. My bad, Miss Harris.
It's okay. I'll call you as soon as I'm done making announcements. Okay.
Okay. So do I leave or do I?
No.
Stay?
You stay on the line until
Okay.
until I dismiss you, Mr. Miller.
Yes, sir.
We have a limited number of attorneys and a number of defendants. So you'll just be patient. We'll get with everyone today. Okay.
And Judge, just to get Mr. Anderson on his way, position number 5, he does qualify for our services. I'm happy to file an entry of appearance, request discovery, if we could just get the next status calendar. Well, I'm happy to do it in November if there's still space on that.
Okay, so the November 1st status calendar for position 4, Mr. Anderson.
Did I say 5?
Okay.
Oh, no, Judge, it is Tori Anderson, position number 5. Sorry, there were 2 Andersons.
So let me, all right, did Mr. Keyshawn Anderson appear?
Not to.
All right, so the bench one is still in effect for Mr. Keyshawn Anderson and Mr. Torrey Anderson. He does qualify November 1st status calendar. Do you have everything you need for Mr. Anderson?
I do, Judge.
All right, have a good day, Mr. Anderson. Okay. Which please are we ready for, Ms. Reiser?
Your Honor, I'm ready on position 31, Marquise Neal with Mr. Toe. Hal?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Reiser, I did send you a chat question, if you don't mind.
Okay, what's that? I would object, but you can ask.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you want to ask while I'm reviewing, counsel?
Well, I was going to ask if Mr. Neal would be able to plead to nolo contendere for the reckless driving charge.
And this was reduced, was this reduced?
It was, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm not so inclined, if it's already been reduced, I'm not so inclined to let him plead no though. Okay, so if he would like to plead guilty, I'm ready to take the plea.
We're ready, Your Honor.
Ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, good morning again, Mr. Neal. If you can raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Reiser?
Yes, Your Honor. This is position 3118 CR 006922G. Mr. Neal is going to be entering a guilty plea today to 1 count of reckless driving. State's recommended sentence is 12 months of probation, a $300 fine, 40 hours of community service, an alcohol drug evaluation, and any treatment if deemed necessary, 1 risk reduction, 1 victim impact panel. All other charges will be null-prossed as a part of the negotiated agreement, and the state has no objection to termination once conditions are complete.
Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. And I do ask that the probation be terminated once Mr. Neal completes all the terms of the court. Secondly, Your Honor, Mr. Neal lives in South Carolina, so I would ask that while he's on probation, that he be able to meet with his probation officer by email or telephone.
That's fine with the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Neal, it's my understanding that in case 18 CR 006922G, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Neal, as soon as you complete the terms of the probation will terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation, and the sooner you don't have to pay those fees, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything further for Mr. Neal this morning?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from here except that just a question how he's going to get in touch with the probation officer. Will he be put in a breakout room right now or?
No, we don't have probation with us this morning. We will send him the form that will list where and how he needs to contact probation.
Thank you.
Okay. I asked that he contact probation once he gets the information in the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Neal, excuse.
All right, yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And Judge, the next plea I'm ready on is position 35, Bridget Rader.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
And Judge, I'm here as well.
Okay, give me one moment. Good morning again, Ms. Rader. Can you raise your right hand for me?
I can, Your Honor.
Thank you. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Rader is going to be pleading guilty to 1 count of dog at large. The state is asking for a $500 fine. Once that fine is paid, case can close out. And the state's okay if the court wants to give her till a certain amount of time to pay it without the need for probation.
Okay. Mr. Howard,
Yes, Your Honor.
anything further?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay. When can Ms. Rader get the $500 paid?
Your Honor, I believe she's immediately able to make that payment. It's my understanding.
All right. Okay. And it will have surcharges along with it, so it'll be a little over $700 probably. Okay.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see. Ms. Rader, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 001897F, you wish to plead guilty to dog at large. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Oh, no, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Absolutely.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you've given up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Does anyone force or coerce you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Do you plan on coming down today, Ms. Rader, to get that fine paid?
I thought that I could possibly do it online.
Oh, yes, you can.
I
yes,
live
you-
in Cleveland, Georgia. I live in.
Oh, okay. You can do it online, Ms. Rader. So once you get the fine paid, you'll be all done, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, ma'am. Anything further, Mr. Howard?
Nothing else, Your Honor. And they may have already sent this information to my partner, Mr. Mitnick. I assume someone will send some sort of instructions on how we can pay that fine online.
I'll provide instructions, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll provide you with how to get that paid, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I need him to put his email.
Mr. Howard, can you put your email in the chat, and Ms. Bolton will send you that information.
I'm going to put my email and my partner's.
Okay.
Am I, should I go or should I stay or?
Mr. Howard, if you don't have anything further with Ms. Rader this morning, she's free to go.
Yep, Ms. Rader, we'll be in contact to let you know how to make the payment.
I understand, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Okay.
And Your Honor, the remainder of my pleas, I believe I have one with Miss Helen and a couple with Miss Rosenhoover. So I'm still waiting on paperwork for those.
Okay. So we will hold on that. Counsel?
Thank you, Judge. Sandy Wallach again for Mr. Fondor. He is
Hello.
back on Zoom. Judge, we have some pending motions in that. I am going to withdraw my motion to withdraw. We do have some pending motions. We could be placed either on a motions calendar or on a final plea calendar where those motions could also be scheduled. The case may get resolved, but if we will either have it resolved before then or be prepared to move forward on the motion on the date.
Okay. I'm sorry, tell me your last name again.
Yeah, sorry, Judge. Its last name is Fondor, Fondeur.
I've got it. Ms. Wallach. So let's see. The motions calendar will be on December 13th. Okay, so
That'd be
does
fine,
that
Judge.
work with you?
Thank you.
And I take it that the motions have not already been filed.
They haven't.
Oh, they have been? Okay, all right. So we'll see you back on December 13th.
Okay.
And that's in person with your client here also.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Hello?
Give me a moment, ma'am, just a moment.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mr. Fondura, are you on the line with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know that we'll see you back on December 13th, sir. You're free to go as far as today.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good day. You also,
Counsel,
Mr. Wallach.
Thank you, Judge.
counsel.
Mr. Wallach.
Yes.
Make sure your client knows that motions are in person.
In person, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Who do we have on the BLU studio that was trying to get my attention? Ma'am?
Jasmine Clark.
Ms. Clark.
Yes.
And which case are you here for, Ms. Clark?
I really do not know. Let me look for my other phone to check and see what I just do with that phone. Jesus. I really don't know what I'm there for.
Okay, I'm asking because I don't have a Clark on my calendar this morning.
It's Thompson. It's Jasmine Thompson. I'm sorry. It's up on the
Oh.
Thompson.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Your position 47. Let's see, do you have private counsel representing you in this matter?
I just got I don't have nobody. I just got a letter in the mail saying I had to be to court.
Okay, all right. So Ms. Thompson, would you like to make application for a public defender this morning?
What is the case for? I don't know what is the charge for this?
You have been charged in case 20 CR 003290E with battery family violence. This charge carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and or $1,000 fine. You have the right to have counsel represent you on this. If you would like to apply for the public defender today, I'm happy to give you that opportunity so they can look into the case for you if you choose.
Yes, I choose to look for a public defender.
Okay, so what I need for you to do, Ms. Thompson, is place your phone number into the chat, and I'll have a public defender reach out to you and get in touch with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you'll have to hold on for us. Put your number in the chat, and we'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Do I have any announcements at the present time? If not, I will, and I'll just note, she's not, I'll let her know when she comes back in. Position 43, Ms. Somerville did appear, who's represented by Ms. Rosenhuber.
Also, Your Honor, Mr. Sanders is requesting to be reconsidered by the public defender office. I don't know if that is.
Yes, he is. I've got him down as being considered.
Okay.
Okay. So you all be patient with us this morning. Someone will be in touch with you until a public defender or a solicitor comes back. We will be in recess.
Okay.
Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to stay still for me, number one, and also place your device on mute for me, okay?
Okay.
Because we can hear what you're doing, okay?
Okay.
Wait.
I don't know how to work this thing.
Okay, if you want to move around, Ms. Thompson, that's fine, but you'll just have to go off video for me, okay?
Okay.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, I just wonder if it may be easier for me to be in a breakout room with Ms. Thompson. I suspect she's using her phone to be
Okay.
on Zoom.
That's fine. Let's see, Ms. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna place you into a breakout room with Mr. Haddad, who's a public defender, okay?
Okay.
Can you come back on video for me?
Yes, I can. Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay. Here I go.
So we're gonna place you into a breakout room. So you're gonna get notification to accept. So you accept it when it comes over, okay?
Okay.
Your Honor, who's Ms. Thompson and who is being placed in the breakout room?
Mr. Haddad.
Understood.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there an announcement,
you.
Mr. Hirsch?
You're muted, Mr. Hirsch.
Sorry. Yes, Judge. There's a lot to discuss with regard to Miss Adams involving current physical, medical infirmity and mental health issues as well. I know that Miss Githia wished that I had shut up for a minute to let her get a word in edgewise while I was describing it all, but we're going to need quite a bit of time to get up to speed on her cases. This particular case is 5 years old, and then she's got a couple of DUIs that I have not even entered appearances on. But she can't do this by herself. And one of them, I believe, has a bench warrant that I would like the court to set aside. She, I believe, had court last month. I can't imagine that she knew about it. Because the case is so old, I don't think that the court knew where exactly she lived. Yesterday, we submitted a change of address or a notification of current address form. I got that in yesterday to I believe to your office. And I don't think there's an opposition to setting the bench warrant aside, but there's a lot of discussion about and quite a bit of documentation that I need to provide as well over time. So we're going to need some time to talk about her.
Okay, so let's start with the bench warrant. Ms. Githia, is there any objection to withdrawal of the bench warrant?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll withdraw the bench warrant, and if I get the paperwork, I will get that signed. Let's see, Mr. Hirsch, is it an issue of competency, or is it some other issue in regards to your client?
I don't know, Judge. She's never been tested for competency. We've never. That's never come up. I mean, that's certainly something that I wouldn't mind an evaluation. I mean, I can.
Okay.
That would be wonderful, and I can get a motion and an order for your review.
Okay, if there's an issue of competency, I'm happy to sign if you're requesting that to sign an order in that regard. We do have standard orders in that regard. I don't know if maybe one of the public defenders can get you a copy of the order that we normally use that might assist you. If you would like for me to sign that type of an order, I'm happy to do so.
Yes, sir. I could actually reach out to Mr. Haddad. I know he's in a breakout room, but I can reach out to him for that. I'm glad that he's a part of this organization, this proceeding, so that I saw him. I can just reach out to him, and he can get me that order. And I know that there's a backlog and a wait list, but yeah, that would be very, very helpful. I think.
Okay.
I think it would be helpful for Ms. Githia as well, just to have sort of an updated evaluation at a minimum.
Okay, so let's see, do you have Mr. Dodd's number so that you don't have to wait for him and I can? if you-
Yes. Yeah. I'll reach out to him and let him know that what you suggested, and I'll just tell him that I saw him and
Okay.
that he can help me.
I'm sure that he would not mind assisting Mr. Hirsch. Okay, so if you'll get me that order, I'll get it signed. We can further notice both of these cases pending the results of the evaluation.
That'd be great, Judge, and that'll also give me time to get my material to Ms. Githia.
Okay, for both cases, yes. All right, so if you get that to me, once you get it from Mr. Haddad, I'll get it signed and we'll get it entered. And anything further this morning?
I do not. Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. We'll see you next time.
You too, Judge. Ms. Adams, you can log off. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Have a good day, ma'am. Let's see, Ms. Githia, I think next in line for you is Mr. Goodman.
Yeah, did you send it?
Position number 22.
But I'm ready to do it if you're ready. I think he wants to go. Oh, yeah. Did you send the paperwork? Okay, then yeah.
Are you with me, Mr. Goodman?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so if we can place Mr. Goodman and Ms. Githia into a breakout room. Mr. Haddad, we were just talking with Mr. Hirsch. Mr. Hirsch has a client that is in need of a mental health evaluation. I asked him to reach out to you, if you don't mind, to get him the form that we have in regards to that. So you can expect a call from Mr. Hirsch, if you don't mind.
I know it would help, but I'm not sure if I want to help Mr. Hirsch. I'm just kidding, Judge. I'll be happy to. I'll email him the form. I know, Matt.
Okay, all right, and he expressed the same, so we appreciate that.
And Judge, I am ready for announcement as well whenever the court is ready.
Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and get Ms. Githia and Mr. Goodman into a breakout room as soon as we can do that. And your announcements, Mr. Haddad.
Your Honor, on position. Sorry, Judge. Position number 47, Jasmine Thompson. She does qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office, Judge. However, as much as I want to help her, I can't. This is a 2018 case. The alleged victim has quite the history, and our office currently represents them on several cases. So, yeah, I would suspect hopefully the case will go away, but at some point. But we can't represent Ms. Thompson. I do have a phone number for her, an email address. She's back on Zoom, Judge. But I would just respect for request that it gets reset to another status and have Ms. McLeod or whoever else gets appointed on these cases to represent her interests.
Okay, so Ms. Thompson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, so since you do qualify for the public defender, you will qualify for a conflict attorney. We don't have a conflict attorney with us this morning, so we're going to assign one to you. I am going to reset your case until November 1st. On a status conference calendar, you should be hearing from the conflict attorney prior to that time, okay?
Okay.
So, Mr. Haddad, you said that you do have her correct contact information?
I do, Judge.
Okay, so if you'll get that to the court, we'll get you a conflict attorney in place, okay, Ms. Thompson?
Okay.
All right, so we'll see you back on November 1st, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
And Judge, I will send that information to Ms. Bolton unless I'm directed somewhere else.
Yes, yes, Ms. Bolton, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And Judge, I have a few announcements, whatever the court's ready.
Okay, give me a second. Mr. Goodman, I still see you here. Did you not get the invitation for the breakout room?
No, I did, Judge, and it's not allowing me to log into it. And it keeps like booting me out and bringing me back in. I think I may need to just close the program, restart it, and try again.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that
See.
that we.
I'm gonna try clicking on it. It keeps giving me the opportunity to.
Okay. Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge. My first announcement is for position 16. I believe that's the status calendar, Mr. Hambrick.
Okay.
I will be entering my appearance, my substitution today for Mr. Hambrick, just so we can watch the videos in his case, Judge. But if we can be reset to another status.
Okay. Let's see. November 1st status, does that work?
I want to give the state a little bit more time for those videos, Judge. Is there another December status or a final plea, Judge? We could take a final plea.
Okay.
The final plea December 6th.
Yes.
December 6th final plea calendar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And is Mr. Hambrick with us?
He was in court, Judge.
Oh, Mr. Hambrick, do you have all the information that you need from him, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hambrick, you're free to go. Have a good day, sir.
My next announcement, Judge, is for Mr. Newsom. I've been ready for the plea as soon as I get the DocuSign paperwork, or I could fill out the plea paperwork and just scan it into the court.
I already sent it over. I
Okay.
sent that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll double check and I'll submit that, but I'm ready for that plea, Judge, as soon as I submit the DocuSign.
Okay, so let me know when you're ready, Ms. Helen, when
Thank
you did that. Do you have anything further, Mr. Dunn?
Judge, I still have that one plea. Unfortunately, I think it's with Ms. Githea.
Okay.
But I'm ready whenever you are. I'm just gonna.
Okay. So as soon as she comes back from the breakout, we will take those pleas.
Judge, I have 2 pleas ready.
Okay.
We'll have position 41, Christopher Small. It's with Ms. Rosenhuber.
All right. Do we have the paperwork?
We have submitted that, Judge. That should have gone to the litigation managers.
Okay. Good morning again, Mr. Small. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can place your hand down. Thank you. That's right.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Small is going to be entering a guilty plea to 1 count of disorderly conduct. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months probation to continue with his mental health treatment and stay away from the incident location of 356 Boulevard Northeast. It's a gas station, Your Honor. And the state is agreeable to allowing him to do phone-in or mail-in probation. Count 2, criminal trespass, will merge into count 1.
Ms. Rosenhuber?
Yes, Judge, we would just ask that the court accepts the negotiated agreement.
Mr. Small, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003419F, you wish to plead guilty to disorderly conduct. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Not at all.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. We will get you the information of where you need, how you need to contact probation. Anything further, Mr. Small, this morning?
No, Your Honor, and we did submit that probation document.
Okay, all right, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Small. You have a good day.
Thank you.
We are also ready, Your Honor, on position number 43. That's also Ms. Rosenhuber's client.
Mr. Somerville is here in person, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Somerville. Can
Good
you
morning,
raise
how you
your
doing?
hand for me? Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can place your hand down. Thank you, sir.
Hmm?
Riser?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Somerville will be entering a guilty plea to the charge. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months to serve 4 days, credit for time served 4 days, balance probated, and just a stay away at the location of 4160 Fulton Industrial Boulevard and 600 Wendell Court, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Rosen.
Judge, we would just ask that the court accepts the negotiated agreement, and additionally, Judge, Ms. Reiser and I did negotiate that the probation will be non-reporting in its entirety.
And that's correct, Your Honor. That is correct. We did negotiate that.
Okay, so if it's gonna be, he's gonna have to report, I believe, one time to get signed up, and then it'll go non-reporting after that. Was that?
That's
Is that
the
how?
agreement, Judge. I believe the idea is just as long as Mr. Somerville isn't, getting into any more trouble in the next 12 months, then he'll hardly notice that he's on probation.
Right. And I just wanted to make sure that he knew that he'd at least have to report one time.
Okay.
To get signed up. Okay,
Judge, I guess I don't know the answer to this, but will he have to pay for a month of probation if he reports?
it is, and it is my understanding that the first month of probation is not charged, but I'm not sure. If it is, it's $49. But that I'm not, I can't be certain of.
Okay. If there's any issues, Judge, would you be willing to waive probation fees?
Yes, I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
waive the probation fees in that regard.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll waive 1 month of probation fees.
Thank you.
Mr. Somerville, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003357F, you wish to plead guilty to pandering. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this
No,
morning?
I'm not, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
He's awesome. Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and if by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, I am.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Do we have an announcement, Mr. Goodman?
Yes, we do, Your Honor. Your Honor, we're asking that this be set on the November 1st status calendar. Ms. Githier and I have nearly reached a negotiated agreement. There's just one detail that we're going to finish. My client lives in New York City, so because there's the possibility of incarceration, he will need time to figure out when he would come to Atlanta to serve that time.
Okay. Could we place it on a final plea calendar as opposed to a status calendar?
Whichever
Final
you would
plea
prefer,
calendar
Your
would be
Honor.
December. Why don't we do the December 6th final plea calendar? So that if it is a plea.
Thank you,
then,
Judge.
Okay. December 6th.
Thank you, Your Honor, and that can be via Zoom, correct?
Yes, and if it is going to be a plea, if you can get the paperwork into the court prior to the hearing, that would be helpful. Okay.
I'm happy to do so, Judge.
Okay, very good. All right, if there's nothing further, you all have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. House, you can log off and I'll give you a call.
Okay,
Yes.
let's see. Are we ready on Ms. Githier's? I'm not sure if anyone, those are the only two that I had going into a breakout room with you. Ms. Githier. Are we ready for Ms. Githier's, please? Can you all hear me?
Judge, I'm not positive they can hear, but I do have the signed paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
I do have the signed paperwork on from Miss Helen's client, Mr. Newsom, whenever the court's ready.
Okay.
And Judge, I apologize. I don't want to interrupt you. I am ready on Mr. Newsom, but I see that Mr. Darian Sanders was still here. I didn't know if I had made the announcement for him.
I don't believe so.
Okay, I apologize, Judge. So Mr. Sanders does not qualify for our services. I spoke to him. He would like at least, Your Honor, one additional day or court date to be able to hire private attorney. He did tell me he spoke to Legal Shield. I advised him, I don't know if Legal Shield is going to give him counsel and that he needs to speak to a criminal defense attorney.
Okay. Given that you don't qualify, Mr. Sanders, I'm going to give you another opportunity to hire counsel. I will give you until November 1st to get that accomplished. As such, I'm going to put you on the November 1st status. If you do hire counsel, please have them immediately enter into the notice in the case that they represent you, okay? And get in touch with the solicitor's office in regards to your case, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, and if you do not hire counsel by that date, the next time I'll have you speak with the solicitor to see if you can get the matter resolved, or we're going to have to move the case forward in some way. Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I apologize.
Oh, no, you're fine, Mr. Sanders. So I'll see you back on November 1st.
Yes, sir. Is there a time?
You'll get a notice, but it's going to be a status conference calendar at 9 o'clock, same time.
Yes,
as
sir.
you. Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you back in November.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I know a lot of people are waiting on Ms. Githia, but I think that all the paperwork's done for position number 10, Mr. Anthony Carter, just whenever she and the court are ready to take that plea.
Okay. And I also have the paperwork for Mr. Boyette.
Okay.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay. So since I've got the paperwork in my hand of Mr. Boyette, Mr. Haddad, can we do Mr. Boyette first?
Sure, Judge. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Boyette, if you can start your video, sir. Great. Thank you, sir.
All right. And unmute yourself for me, Mr. Boyette.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, very good. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
And you can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. Githia.
Yes, Your Honor. On the charge of simple battery, it is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, 12 weeks of anger management as approved by probation, and no contact with the victim, Allison Smith. For the battery charge, it is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, 12-week anger management, no contact with the victim, John Porter, and that would be concurrent. And for criminal trespass, it is 12 months probation to stay away from Corner Tavern located at 1174 Euclid Avenue in Atlanta, and that's concurrent.
Okay, Mr. Haddad.
Your Honor, that is a negotiated plea. I would just ask the court to follow this state's recommendation. It is a no-low plea. My only request, if it can be placed on non-reporting once it completes all the conditions or the anger management classes, Judge.
Any objection, Ms.
No,
Githia?
no objection.
Okay. Mr. Boyette, it's my understanding that in case 22CR 0009005F, you wish to plead no low to simple battery, and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading no low to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Correct.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead no low?
No, sir.
I'll accept the no low plea as negotiated, Mr. Boyette. Once you complete the terms of the probation, it will go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't have to report to probation, and the sooner you won't have to pay those fees, okay?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, so we will get you the information of where to report, and I ask that you report in the next 2 weeks, okay?
Okay.
Okay, anything further on Mr. Boyette this morning?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing further on, and if Mr. Boyette can be excused, Judge.
Yes, have a good day, Mr. Boyette.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, the next case that I have the paperwork for is Anthony Carter. Are we ready on Mr. Carter?
The state is ready, Your Honor.
Let's see. Is this Miss Helen's case?
Judge, I
This is
believe
Rosen Hoover.
this is Rosen Hoover.
Okay, she's not in the court with me. We'll go on to, hold on, Mr. Carter. Miss Rosen Hoover stepped out. I also have the paperwork for Houston Newsom.
That's my case, Judge.
Okay, are we ready on Mr. Newsom?
Yes, Your Honor. I guess Miss Riser stepped away.
She said that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Everybody's left us, so as soon as somebody comes back in, we'll take those, please.
Oh, Your Honor.
Mhm. Okay. Ms. Riser, whenever you're ready, we can proceed with Mr. Newsom.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready. Let me just pull up the.
And a quick question, Your Honor. Has anyone been able to reach Attorney Kassab regarding position 7?
Ms. Bolton, can we see if we can raise Mr. Kassab, please, when you get him up?
I'm sorry, counsel, what position? 7. 7. Thank you.
I apologize for stepping out, Judge. I was speaking to Mr. Miller.
Yeah, you're fine, Ms. Rosen. Just let me know when you're ready, Ms. Riser.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
Okay, let's see, is Mr. Newsom with us?
He's in President Court, Judge.
Okay, come on up to the microphone, Mr. Newsom.
Your Honor, Madam
Yes.
President,
Yes.
for position 7, for Baker, Defendant Baker, there was a conflict out yesterday.
Okay, a conflict was filed for position 7 in Mr. Baker's case. We're going to reset that case for the November 1st status calendar. Good morning again, Mr. Newsom. If you can raise your right hand for me. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Riser?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Newsom will be pleading to count 1, guilty to DUI, alcohol less safe. The state's recommended sentence is 12 months to serve 15 days in custody, balance on probation, to complete 240 hours of community service, to complete an alcohol drug evaluation and any treatment if deemed necessary, to complete 1 risk reduction class, 1 victim impact panel, to complete ASAM level 1 treatment, to have no drugs or alcohol while on probation, and the requirement of an ignition in our law. He's also going to be pleading guilty to count 4, driving on a suspended license. State's recommended sentence is 12 months to serve 10 days, balance on probation, a $500 fine, and for count 2 to run consecutive to count 1. Your Honor, this is Mr. Newsom's 3rd and 10 conviction for DUI. So the mandatory minimum he has to serve is 15 days. That portion cannot be probated. In addition, Your Honor, this would be his 2nd and 5 conviction for driving on suspended. So the mandatory minimum is for him to serve 10 days. So the total sentence, Your Honor, should be 24 months to serve 15 days, balance on probation with the requirements as outlined in the plea paperwork. In addition, Your Honor, I don't think it's noted on the plea paperwork, but there does need to be a fine that's assessed on the DUI per the statute. The state, and Ms. Helen, I forgot to include that, but the statute does require a fine for that. So the state would just recommend a $500 fine or count 1 DUI alcohol less safe. Counts, the remaining counts, Your Honor, will be malprost as part of the negotiated agreement.
Is he getting any credit for any time served?
Let me double check, Your Honor. 1 second.
I believe it was 24 hours. I'm going to double check as well, Judge.
Sorry, Your Honor. He was not booked in Fulton County on this charge, but let me just take a quick look at the police report really quick.
I thought he was taken in by Atlanta Police Department. I just don't have the jail records from APD.
He did go to city jail, Your Honor. And so I believe that'll be he gets credit for 1 day.
Okay, so Ms. Helen, do you need to discuss the $500 fine with your client?
Mr. Newsom, do you accept that $500 fine?
I don't have $500 right now.
That'll be paid through probation, Mr. Newsom. Is that something that you would accept with this plea?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, he does.
Okay, is it okay if I write the $500 fine and the credit for time for 1 day served onto the paperwork?
Please, Judge.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
For both charges?
Yes, so 500 on DUI. Oh, yes. No. Yeah, credit for time served on both charges. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or credit for time served 1 day. So you should only have to serve 14 days.
Have you discussed, before I take the plea, Ms. Helen, when Mr. Newsom plans on turning himself in?
Yes, Judge. I didn't know the court's specific standards. I told him 24 hours, if not that day.
No, if not today, within 24 hours. The jail had to have a time specific when they are, when he'll be there. So I'll need to get a specific time if he's going to turn himself in today, by 5 o'clock or tomorrow morning.
By 5 o'clock today, Judge.
Okay. That's your understanding, Mr. Newsom?
Yes, I have a question. So I'm not a Georgia resident. As far as the probation, will I be able to?
Yes, you'll be able to do it over the phone.
Okay.
That's
And
fine.
Judge, I spoke to the solicitors. He is residing in Michigan, and that there is no objection to online or phone in probation, Judge.
Okay. And you also explained to him that the jail gives 2 for 1. So he'll get credit for Every day you stay there, you'll get credit for 2 days as opposed to 1, okay?
Okay, that's, even if you're not a trustee or anything.
Yes, yes, sir. The joke is they give everyone 2 for 1, generally speaking. Okay.
I don't think you don't need to be a trustee, but automatically, I think on the misdemeanors, 2 for 1.
Right. So, okay. Anything further before I take the plea?
Nothing for Mr. Brewer.
And Judge, I just asked for those first 3 months of probation fees to be waived. Again, this is him turning himself in Georgia to be satisfied. I know he's going to do either online or phone in reporting once in Michigan, but this has just disrupted his employment substantially, Judge. I'm just asking for those first 3 months of probation fees to be waived.
Okay. I can waive the first 2 months, Ms. Helen.
Understood, Judge.
If nothing further, Mr. Newsom, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 002174C, you wish to plead guilty to DUI less safe and driving in a suspended license. Is that correct?
Correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, correct.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. I will waive 2 months of probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet. And let's see. And we will notify the jail that you will be turning yourself in by 5 o'clock this afternoon, okay?
Yes.
All right. Anything further, Ms. Helen?
No, Judge.
Okay. Good luck to you, Mr. Newsom.
Thank you.
And do you already have that jail paperwork as far as when he'll be turning himself in, Ms. Bolton?
But when I go to the final disposition, I have to forward it on with you, the sheriff's department.
Okay.
And it'll be listed there on the special conditions form, you're supposed to turn yourself in.
Okay.
So that'll be my first order of business to process.
Thank you.
It'll be done before 5.
Okay. Let's see, Ms. Githia, do you have any other pleas?
Yes, the one with Ms. Rosenhoven, Mr. Carter.
I have Mr. Carter's paperwork. Are we ready?
I am ready, Judge. It looks like Mr. Carter's ready.
Okay, can you unmute yourself, Mr. Carter, for me, please?
Hello?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me, Mr. Carter?
I do, I can.
Okay, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Carter. Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor. For theft by shoplifting, the state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 1 day, credit for time served 1 day. The balance is probated, a theft prevention class, stay away from Kroger, located at 2685 Metropolitan Parkway Southwest in Atlanta, and probation may terminate upon completion of condition.
Yes, Ms. Rosenhuber.
Yes, Judge, we would just ask that the court accepts the negotiated agreement.
Mr. Carter, it's my understanding that in case 22 CR 002992F, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Oh, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Much so.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. As soon as you get the theft class done, the sooner you won't be on probation. So get that done quickly. You won't be on probation any longer, Mr. Carter, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much for being here today.
You have a good day, and we'll get you Ms. Rosenhuber, the information of when to report to
Yes, Judge. I've submitted the probation sheet to the court. Is there a specific day or time that he needs to go?
no, just within the next 2 weeks, Mr. Carter, you'll need to report, okay?
Excuse me, for probation.
Just
Yes, for probation.
I'll send you an email, Mr. Carter, with the address and a link to the theft prevention course, okay? Yeah. Larry.
Okay, let's see. Are we holding on any other cases?
I see for position 7 that Mr. Kasab actually filed a notice of conflict yesterday.
Yes, we set that until November 1st.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mr. Carter?
Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see.
Excuse me, Your
Johnson.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I represent Miss Khadija Saeed. I had filed a conflict letter. I had a matter in Henry County this morning. I don't know if that matter has been rescheduled or not.
Yes, Mr. Johnson, I'll reschedule that till November 1st status conference calendar, okay?
November 1st?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor. May I be
You're welcome. Yes, have a good day. Thank you. I also see Mr. Miller. Yes, right. I guess Ms. Rosen who was speaking. Are you speaking about Mr. Miller?
Yes, we are, and he's
Okay,
calling me
all
right now, but Mr. Miller, just hold on. Okay, so other than something that was, it's against his mom and sister. He said that he was on his own taking the management classes. And that he continues to apply for jobs. Like a 4-foot drone, airport, and good stuff. I asked him about scholarships. Classed over that. Just gonna call the police anytime. Yeah, and I just can't. I can't. All right. Of course.
Oh, consecutive. On record. You just gonna
Yeah. Reset it maybe till final plea
make that decision.
or the next status or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. Rather do it in November or
Yeah.
December? November.
November's fine, at least because then we'll have like the solidified, like, yes, it's what we're
Yeah,
doing,
just-
and then reset it out, yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Judge, we do have an updated announcement whenever the court is ready.
Okay,
For position number 28, Mr. Larry Miller. I have had a chance to speak with him and Ms. Reiser, and I believe we're going to try to pursue a diversion track. If we could get a November final plea date, just to confirm that that's the direction we're going, that would be great.
so final plea on November 1st, does that work?
I think that's good, Judge. And Mr. Miller, I did attempt to call you back, but I think you're doing it all from one phone. So just know November 1st will be our next court date, and I'll talk to you more outside of court, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Once court is over, may you please call me back?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Am I good to leave?
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, I believe that completes the 9 o'clock calendar. Okay, so Ms. Baltimore, whenever you're ready, go over it.
All right. Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
All right. So position 1, I have a bench warrant. Position 2, reset further.
Hold on, did we try to contact Mr. Bray? Ms. Bray?
Oh, from our report, please, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't want to issue a bench warrant if the client's represented. I just want to make sure that,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, so we can come back to position 1.
My apologies. Thank you, Your Honor. Position 2, reset further notice. Position 3, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 4 is a bench warrant. Position 5, November 1st status. Position 6, jury trial demand. Position 7, reset status, November 1st. Position 8, reset status, November 1st. Position 9 was a plea. Position 10 was a plea. Position 11, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 12, bench warrant. Position 13, jury trial demand. Position 14, motion reset, December 13th. Position 15, reset final plea, November 1st. Position 16, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 17, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 18 was a no pros. Position 19, reset status, November 1st. Position 20, reset status, November 1st. Position 21, reset status, November 1st. Position 22, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 23, reset final plea, November 1st. Position 24, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 25, reset status, November 1st. Position 26 was a bench warrant. Position 27, reset final plea, November 1st. Position 28, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 29, reset status, December 6th. Position 30, reset status, November 1st. Position 13 is a plea. Position 32 is a plea. Position 33, reset final plea, December 6th. Position 34, no cross. Position 35 was a plea. Position 36, reset motion, December 13th. Position 37, reset status, December 6th. Position 38, reset status, November 1st. Position 39, reset status, November 1st. Position 40 is a bench warrant. Position 41 was a plea. Position 42, reset motions, December 13th. Position 43 is a plea. Position 44 is a bench warrant. Position 45 is a reset status, December 6th. Position 46, jury trial demand. Position 47, reset status, November 1st. Position 48, reset final plea, November 1st. Position 49, reset final plea, November 1st. And position 50, reset final plea, December 6th. The add-on calendar is reset further notice.
For position number 28, I have down that it was a final plea November 1st.
That's what I had as well, Judge.
Okay, well, thank God, stand corrected. For diversion. For 28.
Yes.
Larry Miller, yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
And also for position 4, is he the one that came in late? Because I saw that you said bench warrant. Did he come in?
He appeared in court, Judge, I think.
So is that for Keyshawn or for Tori?
So Ms. Rosenhoover, I think she just stepped out. I think Keyshawn was present in person. And
Does anybody have anything different?
And Tori Anderson did not
I made
appear.
an announcement because I made the mistake of thinking that there was only one Anderson. I asked for Keyshawn Anderson, no one showed. I asked for Tori Anderson, and Mr. Tori Anderson was present. But it's my understanding that Mr. Keyshawn Anderson did not appear. Is that your
My
understanding?
understanding as well, Judge.
Same.
All right.
Okay, and I do remember, Mr. Haddad, that that after the call of the calendar, that I did go back and I called them both, and Mr. Tori Anderson was here, but Mr. Keyshawn Anderson was not here.
All right, great. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And as far as position number 1 goes, we're going to reach out to Bridget Gray, but at this time, I'm going to give, since the defendant is represented, I'm going to give Ms. Bray the opportunity to be present. So I'm going to reset that case for the November 1st show cause.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we'll just make a note that they were on the status calendar and nobody announced. And if no one shows up for the show cause calendar, then a bench warrant will be issued. Okay. All right, that completes the 9 o'clock calendar. I guess everyone have a good lunch. Those of you that are joining me this afternoon, I'll see you at 1:30.
Okay.
Thank you.